While it's important to keep the outside of the car clean and shiny, the interior is where you spend most of your time. Now, there's a lot of different materials in my Mustang. There's leather, Alcantara, carbon fiber, plastic, and pretty much anything else you can think of. Now, what I'm going to focus on for this segment is showcasing how to clean your LCD navigation / backup screen, along with a really cool new tool for how to polish dull, faded, discolored plastics that need some TLC. Now, since the government mandated backup cameras a couple years ago, all modern vehicles have a screen somewhere in the dash. Some put it nicely integrated, while others, they sit on top. What happens is that these screens, they house your radio interface, your HVAC controls, and they require that you touch them frequently. And when you touch these screens, what happens is the oil and the residue from your fingers, it transfers from your fingertips to the screen, and it's just a smudgy, smeary, nasty mess. So the first thing I'm going to show you is how to clean that. And besides cleaning it for aesthetic purposes, you also want to clean it because it's germs. You don't want to reintroduce germs back into your skin that maybe you had from a few days ago. So I like to use a specialized product that's designed for clear plastics, and it's an aerosol form because the backup camera, the LCD screen, you don't want to use a traditional cleaner because you can actually cause damage, and you certainly don't want to use any type of all-purpose household cleaner. Use a high-quality automotive-specific product. And spray the cleaner directly onto your towel instead of the screen to avoid overspray. This is an aerosol. You don't want foam to go everywhere, so spray it directly on the towel and then wipe clean. Frequent car care is easy car care. Stay on top of this and it'll never drive you nuts, because I know it drives me nuts. And the same product can actually be used on the gloss black piano trim that's also common in new cars. So that's the backup camera / navigation screen. Next up is the instrument cluster, which every car has. My Mustang has two really neat recessed binnacles for the speedometer as well as the tachometer, and then in the center there's an LCD screen that displays my fuel economy, which is usually in the single digits because I like to have fun when I drive. And this screen will fade over time, so there's a special tool with a unique attachment for cleaning hard to reach areas like this. Now, you can use this tool to clean all parts of your vehicle, namely polishing the outside and then polishing interior spots like this. There's a host of different attachments that make it really easy to get in all the nooks and crannies. So I'm going to use a dedicated plastic polish for this application, and it doesn't take a whole lot of product, and it's really important that you use a plastic polish when you're polishing plastic. What a concept, huh? What you do not want to use is a conventional car compound, because plastic is much, much softer than paintwork. So do not use a paint polishing compound, use a dedicated plastic compound. And then I'm going to take my tool and I'll insert it directly into the instrument cluster here. And I'll turn it on, low speed setting. And basically this tool allows me to polish out this faded, discolored instrument cluster, because honestly it drives me nuts. I have my car looking so nice. I installed a nice intake, an exhaust that growls, and then I have this material that's always faded. Now, the plastic, what happens over time is it dries out, and that's how it becomes oxidized. You essentially have a dead layer of plastic. So you'll see that just from polishing briefly, my applicator pad went from a nice light orange color, and now it's like a brownish gray. That's the embedded dirt that's being removed from the plastic as I polish it. And this product, you can also use it on headlights and taillights. There's a lot of different plastic polishes available. I like to use the top shelf products because I know they're going to work and they produce the best results. If you use the inexpensive bargain basement products, what's going to happen is they're not going to work as well, and they also might cause issues on surrounding materials. So I repeat the same process. And I love this tool because, man, polishing this by hand would be really difficult. Allows me to get in there and really get this thing polished up. Now, if I did not have a tool like this, that doesn't mean the surface gets ignored. What I would end up using is a finger pocket. So these finger pockets, They're aptly named because your finger goes inside of them. You can use these guys for the nooks and crannies. And where those really excel is cleaning and polishing underneath door handles. All right. And here's a tip. Whenever you're using a power tool for paint polishing or interior polishing, turn the machine off before you take the tool out. And this applicator pad is now a dingy grayish black color. Take my microfiber towel. Actually, I have a new one right here. And I'm going to wipe off the excess polish and inspect the results. Now, with a small area like this, it might take more than one application because it's very tight and you might have to load up on polish to repolish the area. But overall, for my first attempt, this looks brand spanking new. And besides the center instrument cluster here, there's also some light scratches and some light hazing on the actual binnacles themselves where my odometer and my tachometer is housed. So that's how you polish and clean specialty interior materials. Stay tuned because I'm going to show you the outside. But first, I have to get this finished.